What does a forest meal look like for the Highland locals? Today, I headed out early to clear weeds around the Chantuet tea trees. Back home, these tea trees aren't planted in neat rows, like the ones in the lowlands. They grow naturally right in the middle of the forest, with thick, mossy trunks standing quietly among the clouds and mountains. After working for a while, soaked in sweat, I rested under a tea tree to catch my breath, then picked a flat, grassy spot to light a fire. Today I brought sticky rice, dried fish, and some pork. On my way through the garden, I secretly picked a few cucumbers from Mom's plot, so please don't tell her. I'll be grilling the dried fish and pork. Hearing the pork sizzle and smelling the smoke blending with the fresh tea aroma is incredible. Once the fish is done, I'll crush it with chili and salt. It tastes amazing with sticky rice. I got so focused on picking at the fish that I forgot about the pork. Still on the fire, so it got a bit burnt. Don't laugh at me. A meal in the forest has no tables or chairs, just a few leaves and wood smoke, but it tastes even better than eating at home. Eating alone out here, surrounded by ancient tea trees, my mind feels so peaceful, and all my tiredness fades away. It's nothing special, but for me, this is more than enough to be happy. Time to eat now. Goodbye, and see you next time. People down in the lowlands rarely get to try this dish, as it's packed with the authentic flavors of the mountain forests. With all the heavy rain this year, wild bamboo shoots are growing in abundance. Walking just a short distance, I spotted young bamboo sprouts poking up through the dry leaves. A few were a bit mature, but I gathered them anyway to cook and pickle for later. After hiking through the forest for hours, I was tired and hungry, so I stopped by the stream to rest, start a fire, and cook a meal. Before leaving this morning, I packed some cooked rice and pork left over from our home butchering a few days ago, and I harvested a wild banana stem on my way picking bamboo shoots. Once the fire was going, I sliced the washed pork into bite-sized pieces, added the wild banana stem and fresh stream water into a bamboo tube, sealed it with banana leaves, and set it around the fire. After a while, steam began rising from the bamboo tube, filling the stream valley with a rich aroma. While waiting for the food to cook, I took the opportunity to peel the bamboo shoots. I kept the tender shoots to take home, and roasted the larger ones to eat right away. Peeled after roasting, they turned a lovely golden yellow, carrying a subtle smoky scent. When the pork and banana stem cooked in the bamboo tube were done, opening it released a fragrant mix of fresh bamboo, savory meat, and forest aroma that smelled wonderful. I served it onto a banana leaf, paired it with the rice from home, and enjoyed it simply dipped in salt. The pork and banana stem cooked inside the bamboo tube became tender and flavorful, blending perfectly with the essence of the wild, making it absolutely delicious. Along the way, I also picked a few wild berries, which were delightfully sweet and sour for dessert. The sound of the wind combined with the babbling stream was pleasant to hear. A simple meal in the heart of the forest felt so comforting and joyful. Now I'm going to enjoy my food. Goodbye, and see you all next time. Why do people in the highlands eat rice for breakfast? In my mountain village, everyone wakes up very early. Some go to the fields, others go into the forest, so a heavy rice breakfast gives them energy to work all day without tiring. Today, while it was still misty, I got up early to make breakfast for my grandmother and me, using leftover rice from last night. I fried it with a bit of meat, an egg, and some pickled greens. I heated lard in the pan, then added the meat and stirred until fragrant. I cracked in an egg, mixed it well, and added the rice. Once the grains turned slightly crisp, golden, and smelled of egg and lard, I stirred in the pickled greens to finish a piping hot breakfast. The aroma filled the kitchen, making my stomach rumble. I scooped the rice into bowls and brought them to the porch for us to enjoy, watching the steam rise off the fried rice with tender meat, rich egg, and crunchy, slightly sour pickles was mouth-watering. Grandma smiled and said, "Rice is the most filling breakfast. A full belly gives you strength. For work here in the mountains, we don't have instant noodles or bread, only rice. So fried rice is quick, keeps you full longer, and powers us through a day in the forest or fields. It is a simple breakfast, but full of joy. Sitting with Grandma over a warm bowl of rice and pickles warms my heart. Now it's time to eat. Goodbye, and see you next time. Today, I'm making a rustic dish using wild forest leaves you won't find in the lowlands. Hello everyone, it's Shaw here. It's a dish my Highland village only prepares when special guests come to visit. And that is wild doy leaf patties, a dish packed with the rich flavors of the mountains and forests. Wild doy leaves grow naturally in the forest, with deep green stems and leaves and a very distinct aroma. Every time I pick them, I wash them thoroughly using fresh spring water. As for the meat, I pick local pork with a good mix of lean and fat so it stays soft and juicy. Then, I mince the meat using my local chef knife and mix in a bit of seasoning and finely chopped doy leaves for the filling. Next, I crack in an egg to help bind everything together. Our Highland doy leaf patties aren't rolled like the ones in the lowlands. Instead, we shape them into small, flat rounds and sandwich them between two leaves like this. Once done, I fry them in local lard until the doy leaves are lightly charred around the edges, releasing a rich, captivating aroma that blends with the wood smoke filling the kitchen. That familiar scent only Highlanders truly know. Now, I invite you all to eat with me. Just one bite gives you the rich, savory taste of the pork blended perfectly with the signature aroma of the doy leaves, paired with warm white rice or dipped in scallion fish sauce. It's so good, you just can't stop eating. In my village, wild doy leaf patties are more than just a meal. They are a piece of the forest soul, a piece of our memories. It's how our Highland people preserve the flavor of the mountains. If you ever visit the Highlands, be sure to stop by my village and try it. For now, goodbye and see you all next time.